This exhibit features pen and ink drawings and pen and ink with watercolors that were done over the fall, winter, and spring of COVID 2021. For me, drawing daily through the year of COVID was a way of calming down or meditating. 14 of the works are framed and are familiar island sites and structures. Pen and ink is especially well suited for showing the details of the structures, such as in Avonlea, a view of the house on the curve of Cornneck Road beyond the Kittens, with its details of the porch and windows. Bit of Heaven, one of the framed pen and ink with watercolor, is another familiar building, with its Victorian tower and porches accentuated with pale greens, lavender, and sky blue. Legion Park in spring is another pen and ink with watercolor. The pink blossoms bring warmth to the grays of the monuments and the road curving in the right foreground. In Winter Outbuilding, the pen and ink emphasizes the gray shingles and white doors, the snow on the stone wall, and grass and the backboard of a basketball hoop without its net. Island Wall is another pen and ink with watercolor that shows the balancing act of the stones in gray, yellow, blue, and tan tones. In the 11 matted and unframed works in watercolor and pen and ink, the color stands out against the gray and black and white of the pen and ink. For example, in Old Harbor Block Island, the view of the Surf Hotel and corner dormers of the National from the beach in Old Harbor is set off behind the vivid yellow of a canoe among the dune grass. Gnarly Wood is a scene of 2 pieces of driftwood on the gritty sand that shows the texture of the wood against the sand. Tangled Tree is a view of a tree with long branches arching over a stone wall, with the red of a chimney of a house rising through the branches. In Homestead, the house behind the stone wall is a brick red with dashes of bright yellow daffodils set off against the stone wall. Only 2 works, Surfer and Surfers, have figures in them. In one, a young man in a wetsuit with a surfboard walks on a beach with bluffs behind him and boulders along the shore and in the water. In the other, 3 surfers sit on the beach looking at the water, perhaps waiting for the surf to be up. During the week, the gallery hours are Thursday through Monday, 10 to 5, and by appointment Tuesday and Wednesday. Private appointments can be made by calling the gallery at 401-466-5314 or calling or texting 401-301-5591 or emailing info@jessieedwardsgallery.com.